Welcome to your weekly airplane news update. We have 4 stories for you this week. A new social networking app for pilots. The FAA is looking into extending cockpit voice recordings. A helicopter heist that resulted in a crash. That's kind of a crazy story. And then general aviation advocates that fight 100 low lead ban in Washington got a win this week. And then a bonus story will be at Sun and Fun. Let's get to it. Your first story this week is a project we've been working on for a long time now. We released this week an app called Following, which is a logbook and a social networking app for pilots. Following allows you to record your flights, share them with friends, follow airports and different flight schools. You also get involved with the aviation community all around, and you get to see what other people are doing with their airplane. It's really cool and fun. And then also at the same time, you can record all of your flight and keep them logged into a beautiful logbook. You can download the app in the Apple Store right now, and there's also a desktop version available. You can go to followingpilots.com, or you can search it directly into the App Store. We'll put a link down in the description. Make sure you create an account and make sure you start following people around. Myself included, I'm in here, and then a bunch of other employees are also in the app. So your second story this week is a proposed increase in the recording time of cockpit voice recorders. The CVRs, as they are called, currently operate on a 2-hour loop, meaning that after 2 hours, the data is overwritten. After a slew of runway incursions, which unfortunately continues this week with a Southwest Airlines 737 and a fire vehicle in Baltimore, the FAA wants to be able to pull the tapes from all of these different aircraft. For many of the incidents in the past 2 months, the CVR data from the runway incursions has been wiped by the time the flight lands and then arrives at its destination. So the FAA is reportedly working on an NPRM, but there's no date at the moment with this proposed new rule and when the comments will be available for people. Your third story this week is one of the Don't Be That Guy segment. Someone attempted to steal a helicopter, broke into 4 helicopters this week at the Sacramento Executive Airport. The prospective thief got one of the helicopters started, and wouldn't you know, it's not as easy as it is to fly in Grand Theft Auto, and the helicopter crashed onto the ramp. The suspect was able to escape, apparently is supposed to be unharmed, which is, well, lucky for them. The FAA, the FBI, and the NTSB are all investigating, and we'll let you know if we find out more. And your fourth story this week is a success for general aviation in Washington, where several groups have been fighting and won against a proposed 100 low lead ban. The original bill called for restriction on selling, distributing, and otherwise making available to consumers any kind of leaded avgas, with the ban starting on January 1st, 2024. 100 low lead has been removed from the bill now, but there are still threats of other environmental regulation and fines that could still threaten the airports. We did mention Gamma has a new type of fuel that would be unleaded, and that has been approved by the FAA. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. So hopefully all these battles can be put to an end when we start using unleaded fuel. But in the meantime, this would mean the end of the airport, quite frankly, for the people that fly there, if there is no fuel available for them to fly the aircraft. And then lastly, as a quick note, we'll be at Sun and Fun this week, exhibiting in space LD4, Lima Delta 4. So if you're in Lakeland, Florida area and you're looking for something cool to do, we're going to be there from Tuesday all the way to Sunday. Come and say hi, come and check out the booth. We have product demos. We have our new Following app that you can be able to test. We also have a raffle where you can win headset. We will have a cool new virtual reality experience where you'll be able to put on some VR goggles and then pre-flight an aircraft virtually. So I'm really excited about this, and I look forward to seeing you there. So, all right, that's all we got. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.